Swing and a miss, strike three.
Great shot.
Just the four seam.
So your thumb's not directly under it, is it? It's under your pointer finger.
Yeah, it's right under the pointer finger, just right under the seam. I don't know. That's just what I've always been comfortable with. And obviously it changes. Sometimes I'll go to wider grip if I don't feel best. Sometimes I'll go closed fingers. But the thumb usually stays the same.
Do you find that it further apart help you with command at all? What's the reason why we go?
I don't know. Just sometimes the ball feels weird in your hand, so you have to make that adjustment. For me, like not every start it's different, obviously, but like maybe one every 5 or 6 starts, like the ball feel weird, so I spread the fingers out just to cover a little bit more ball. It seems to get it back a little bit, and then once I start getting the feel, I'll get them a little closer.
Are you a rip the seams guy, or are you just throwing it?
I like to feel the seams like right under, like, I don't know, just whatever that is right here.
The little, the lines on your finger. Yep.
But like, I don't know, that's just a comfortable spot for me. And like, I feel like it kind of rolls off right there, and then it catches like my fingertips and it just rips it. And then two seam is just a regular two seam. Nothing special about it. I don't really throw it a whole lot. But when I do, it's mostly just serving a purpose. It's just trying to back off lefties from the plate, and so I can throw some other stuff.
Have you looked at any of that seam shifted wake stuff? I know y'all are somewhat big into that.
I mean, I've tried it, but my two seam is more of just like a rising runner. It doesn't have depth. So like it's mostly just to get in on lefties.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't really need it to be like a swing and miss pitch. It's mostly just trying to get in on them and then jam them and have them hit like a weak ground ball or something.
Gotcha.
And curveball, same grip as I had my whole life, just right on these seams right here. And then my thumb is right on this seam, and I kind of just like I don't know, put pressure in between this, and it almost feels like it's not going anywhere. And then this is just like there.
Do you ever spike it, or you just lay it lightly on there?
No, I've never spiked it. I just kind of lay them there and then squeeze these two, and it's kind of just like tilting the ball a little bit where it's like kind of locked in there.
Are you trying to get your fingers, like, are you trying to 12-6 it? How are you releasing? How do you feel like it's coming out of your hand?
Honestly, I'm not even really thinking about that. I'm just like, it's the same curveball I've thrown my whole life. So it's more just like, I know the shape it's going to have, and I know like I'm trying to start it at this point. And it's like, obviously it's more like it goes down, but side to side a little bit. And I'm not really thinking about trying to throw it straight, like way over the top. It's more just like throw it like same slot as the fastball, throw it like a fastball, and that's really it.
Is there a starting point you're looking for? And is it easier to throw to? Is there any side of the plate that it's easier to throw to for you? Or any hitter, like if you're started at a hitter's head,
like obviously a lefty hitter, I'm starting it like probably at their head or at their shoulder. And then obviously if I want to bounce it, it's going to be a little bit lower target. Probably starting it more at like the letters on their jersey or something like that. And then righties, it's like I just have that, like I don't really pick out something in the left-hander's batter's box. I just I visualize the shape come like, and then like I just throw it in that spot and just hope it goes to that spot.
That's what I was wondering. Sometimes it's easier to throw it when you have a frame of reference, like having a lefty up there and you're like, I'm going to throw it at his head, get him to duck out of the way. Whereas a righty, you're throwing it a blank space and maybe it's tougher, or maybe you're used to it so much it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of used to it. I think either way, like, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. I just kind of grip it and rip it. But yeah, obviously the lefty you have more of a target, but the righty, throwing it backdoor, it mostly to righties. It's like I kind of know where to start it and to throw for a strike.
So, I guess we're on to slider.
Yeah. Obviously, like I said earlier, it's a work in progress every once in a while. This is a grip I'm throwing with now. I used to spike it. Kind of gone away from that. But now it's just the same spot on the ball, just with no spike. A little bit more consistent. Obviously, the last couple starts has been kind of a rough stretch for it, so I'm working on it. But I kind of tweak it every once in a while, try different grips just to get that feeling back, and then I usually go back to this one.
Is that an important pitch to you because it tunnels really well with a strike fastball, or is that
Yeah.
as opposed to a curveball is going to tunnel with a high fastball?
Yes, it's definitely one of the major pitches in my arsenal. It works well off the fastball. So if they're looking fastball and I throw that, they're going to swing over it, and kind of vice versa. If they're looking slider and I throw the fastball, they're going to be late or foul it off.
And you're trying to throw the piss out of it because
Yeah,
you want it to look like.
Yeah, I'm trying to throw it as hard as I can. But yeah, I mean, it definitely plays well off my fastball. But once I start throwing this first strike and out of the zone, and it plays well off my fastball, then it opens up all my other pitches.
Yeah, I mean, if you see what Kershaw does with his slider, it's identical to his fastball with just basically a tiny bit of break. I think Scooble said he wanted to basically copy like that's his dream pitch is to nail a slider down that's like Kershaw's.
Yeah, no, his is definitely a really good pitch, and he's got it mastered. But yeah, it's obviously a dream to have a pitch that good.
Absolutely. And then changeup.
Yeah, obviously this is a new pitch. Started throwing it last year, towards the end of the year. It's kind of like a circle change.
Yep.
Put my fingers right here, but I don't know if I can show.
Yeah.
I hook my pointer finger down here, my thumb right under it, but I throw it like this.
So you're way on the side. You're pronating it through.
Yeah. It's kind of like seam shifting a little bit. And so I kind of throw it like I'd be throwing like a splitter, but it's a changeup grip. And I'm not good at like pronating, so that's kind of just taking the pronating out of it, so I don't have to do much. I just throw like a fastball.
Interesting. That's like a cross actually between. So I remember Scooble said he doesn't pronate well, so he has a seam shifted wake changeup that's filthy. And then McClanahan throws a split change. It looks like a split change. He calls it like a modified circle, but it's the same idea as that.
Yeah, and I just like all the changeup grips I've tried in the past, like I would get under it and I would try like turning it over and it would just sail on me, or I'd spike it. And so this is like the only grip I've been able to find that I'm able to command it, because I'm just thinking fastball with it. Like I'm like, throw like a fastball, the grip will let it do whatever it wants to do. And so that's been very helpful for me, just because I don't have to turn it over. It's more just like throw it like right over the top.